Hello everybody. So this video will be, I'm just gonna go over kinda how the first semester went for undergraduate college. Uh, it is, I'm gonna go over common problems I had, um, stuff I found out, some lessons that I picked up, um, and kinda just a recap of the full thing, because I think there's some good stuff there. Just might have to pull back a couple layers of the onion. Yeah, so some of the problems I had, really starting off was, I think it's a problem for a lot of people, is time management as well. Um, Time management was huge. I started off pretty well, I would say. Um, I was able to hold a part-time job, work on schoolwork most of the time, and start this kind of YouTube thing. I don't know. Still getting off the ground, really. Um, but no, time management was pretty huge. And then lack of sleep was a second one. But that might just because I had a lot on my plate at the time. Second semester, sleep got a little bit better. I was judging myself so hard that, I wasn't getting everything done that evening. I mean, the homework grades kind of dropped a little bit, but everything else went up. So overall, I think is, a worthwhile toss up. So instead of getting 5 hours of sleep, I went up to 6.5 to 7, and that, that saved a lot of mental space, I'd say. Another problem I had was, I guess I still do, is connecting with people. You know, I'm not gonna say excuses or anything. It's just, it's a personality thing, I guess. It takes me some time to warm up to people. But I found that, when it comes to meeting other people, it really depends on how you see yourself in your own lens. Really, that matters more than everything else. Because, I mean, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror, you can't respect yourself, then you're not gonna expect other people to. So that was one thing I really cracked down on. I started cleaning up a lot of areas that were just not very helpful or anything. I mean, I did the Jordan Peterson thing where I cleaned my room up way better. And I started kind of writing down what I want to accomplish, and that was very huge. That was probably the biggest lesson I got out of this entire year. Was the fact that you can't go anywhere or do anything until you know where you're going. Otherwise, you're gonna be floating around doing who knows what. So, yeah, and that was really huge. And then I guess lastly, the next biggest lesson would be I started started working out in the morning instead of towards the evening or in the afternoon because I kept slacking on myself. I wasn't giving myself the full time to really, uh, to really, you know, get into all the stuff. Um, but it's really good when I started doing it in the morning because it was before everyone else was up yet. So I was able to really uh, hyper focus on what I was doing and really carve out my morning for the day. But I guess, yeah. And then as a whole recap kind of thing, um, I started off, on a good point, I think. And then I ended up getting a little further, um, growing as a whole person over the last year, which, I mean, everybody does, but, is kind of cool, because, after watching and listening to and reading all the stuff that a lot of people are saying, you just don't know what to listen to half the time. So, I mean, I found the Jocko podcast, the Ground Up podcast, Jordan Peterson's book, his video lectures, not to mention the people that are in our lives already. Your support structure is huge. And that was a driving factor for sure. And then, yeah, so as a total kind of recap, it wasn't a bad year. Not bad at all.